Hello and welcome back to another episode of Rescoli by Carlo, obviously on our YouTube channel, Rescoli by Carlo. First of all, I would like to thank the new followers and subscribers of our channel. They are all over the world, and I would like to say a particular hello to our US of A friends and the British friends ed anche i nostri fratelli italiani che ci stanno seguendo da casa loro, ovviamente, per i nostri restyling. So, what are we going today? What are we going to do today? So, we have this lantern here. It is a metal lantern, it is a candle holder, and obviously you put the candle inside here and it lights up. It needs some tender loving care before. It's full of rust. So first we need to do a clean, then a good old-fashioned sanding, and afterwards we are going to seal with our product, which is the finishing coat from the Frenchic furniture paint. Then we are going to do blending of two colors. Basically, one of them is the Serendipity from the limited edition of last year of Frenchic furniture paint, and a color mix we did with the alfresco colors. So we're going from dark to a bit lighter up. Now, follow me to start this process. After that thorough clean with sugar soap, now we're going for the sanding process. And first we're going to use an 80 grit sandpaper and afterwards a 120 grit sandpaper. So let's start the process. We had an accident. What happened here? Basically, this tin here was so corroded that when we started sanding down, it broke. So what's the solution? We remove this part here. But first, we'll keep on sanding. What happened here? Basically, when we started sanding, as you saw in our previous shots, the base gave in, so we had to remove it basically, and we cut the sides, we removed all the base. We don't really need actually the base. What happened here was that whilst it had the base, it was left probably outside, so the water was being retained in here. That's why all this rust and all this mess. But with this idea, we cut the base off because the candle goes in this. And it still wouldn't touch the base basically. So the candle would still be not touching the surface. And now the next stage of our process is giving a couple of finishing coats. Why finishing coats? Because this would serve as a sealer for the rust not to come out again. And we're using a kitchen sponge to apply this finishing coat. It's as easy as that. And you can see that we're applying the finishing coat because you'll see it obviously getting shiny. We're doing it everywhere, both inside and outside. And this way we'll be avoiding to have rust in the near future. Once this is dry, we can go for our colors. Now that our major ordeal is over and we've covered with a couple of coats of finishing coat, we are ready to start our coloring process. And we're using the first coats with our Serendipity limited edition al fresco. Basically, this is a very nice light blue. And as you can see, I just put some paint in the tip of the brush. And now the process is going to start. Now that we have the second coat, and some of it we touched up with the third coat of this lantern with our serendipity, we're now including the second color, which is a mix of alfresco colors we did ourselves. So we're going to close again, shake a bit, and here we go. And we've decided to cover 4 of these and then blend here and then match this with it. So let's start. And now, after our second coat with the second color, so here you can see the difference, we're going to blend just these little bits here and from the inside. So what do we need? We need some serendipity on the brush. We go touching these parts here, and we can go a little bit down on the other color like this. Then we go with the other color like this, and we use a clean brush, ideally a flat one, so that we can blend both colors like that. And you can see that the edges are not like this, there's no outline, and the color has gone from one color to the other. And we'll do the same process with the other 3 corners. With this, we're ready. We're waiting for it to dry, and now we have this, the base of the candle. We'll just go with a little bit of our darker color. On the sides. We're going with this color here. So, light blue. To blend in this little part in here. And with the blending brush, the brush that we're using for blending, we just go like this. And we just tip Let us get the upper part that we've just touched. And we'll wait for everything to dry. So here, if you notice, on the brush, we have a side which is mostly in blue and the other side which is mostly with the darker color. Basically, you always use the same side for blending. As you can see, our project for today is done. With this lantern, we changed it completely. We changed its look, and we removed the base because it was all rusty and it gave in. And now it's up to be enjoyed, especially during an evening. Just to remind you, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, obviously this one where you're watching this video, which is Rescoli by Carlo, and to comment under our video with any suggestions, comments, and anything related to upcycling and restyling of anything under the sun. Ta-ta!